Oh hey, it's me, Bobcat Soup. Welcome back to my art channel, the most handsomest artist. This week we're going to be drawing yet another state as a monster design. This week we're going to be using what seems to be the internet's favorite state for some reason, Ohio. As always in these videos, I go ahead and look through the state symbols and pick the ones that I really like. So we're going to go ahead and see which ones I chose for this video. Also, I heard that if I yell, that it'll help people want to watch the video more and help with viewer attention. So, watch the video to its end, please. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to be using the Ohio Buckeye, which is often seen as kind of the mascot nut of the state. It's not really an official state symbol, but oh well. Specifically, I'm going to be using this version with the shell, because the shell just looks a lot more interesting to me than the actual nut does itself. It's all spiky and whatnot. I'm going to be using the state amphibian, the spotted salamander. The state fossil is a trilobite, so I'm going to be using that, of course. And the state frog, the bullfrog. Onto the drawing. This is the world's coolest transition. It has an explosion and everything. There's an explosion. Hey, it's Commentary Bobcat. Hopefully you like that transition. Now let's talk about the drawing. So I decided to use mostly the salamander as the base of this because I really like their body shape. I don't know why salamanders have their own species name and they're not just called squishy lizards, because that's quite literally what they are. I mean, just look at them. I tried to use the trilobite's shell shape to influence the shape of the creature's head, and I also tried to use the kind of patterning along the spine of this creature as well. That's on the original shell, and there's also these spikes all along it, and I wanted to kind of make those extend from the rib because I thought it would look pretty cool. And I'm gonna be honest, I think it does look pretty cool. You can probably see that I gave it some frog toes, but the frog aspects really don't come into play until the coloring stage, which we'll get into later. And as you can see, the buckeye nut shell was used to inspire kind of like an ankylosaurus kind of mace on the tail, which I also think looks pretty cool. This whole episode has been cool so far. I'm cool, you're cool, I'm especially cool. Welcome to Coolsville, population me. As you can see here, we have a good Kermit green. That was my Kermit impression. Everyone clap. It was so good. And also a darker green for the shell going on here. And later I'm going to add some kind of markings on the leg that I actually reference real world species of frogs with. Kind of cheated. It's not a bullfrog thing, I don't think. But oh well, it's a frog thing and it looks nice and it looks good. So I don't know, sue me. My mother always used to say stripes on frog legs are never a bad thing. Also, don't sue me. Don't actually sue me. That'd be mean. Actually, that'd kind of be mean. And we also gave it a peachy colored belly. That's what my dad always used to say. A frog is never good if it doesn't have a peachy belly. I don't have a dad actually. And of course, the salamander species I was using is the spotted salamander. I wanted to incorporate the name somehow, so I decided to add yellow spots all speckled across the shell, the carapace, if you will. And I think it actually looks really good. I think there's something missing before the speckling, and I think these spots were it. I think that's a nice bow on top of the whole design, a nice bow. You can't judge me for it, but I have been trying to do a better job releasing these videos weekly, and so I've been reusing backgrounds, and this time I reused Tennessee's background, and I just kind of added more grass. So, I mean, hopefully you guys don't stop watching and unsubscribe from the channel and report it because I reuse the background, but yeah, don't report my channel or anything like that. Please don't report me for my laziness. Don't report the channel, please. Ah, that was to make sure that you're awake because it's time for an average Ohio reveal. So what are your guys' thoughts on this? Despite Ohio being thought of as a really weird state, I think I ended up with a really normal monster due to such normal state symbols. But I hope it was still enjoyable to watch. I tried to up the editing level and tried to up the comedy just a little bit. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We're cooking up some really creative content here. I think the most creative content in all of YouTube. Not to toot my own horn. But until next time, stay creative. Ah.